This is not a sedan. This is a 5,722-pound supercar with 4 doors and a hatchback. The 2025 Porsche Panamera Turbo S e-Hybrid isn't just fast, it's ridiculously fast. With 771 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds, and a quarter mile in 10.6 seconds at 130 miles per hour, it out-accelerates nearly every sports car on the planet, including the hybrid 911 GTS. It stops from 60 miles per hour in just 96 feet, better than a 911 Turbo S that weighs over a ton less. And it corners with 1.05 G of lateral grip, running the figure 8 in 22.6 seconds, a time reserved for track monsters, not luxury sedans. But here's the mindbender. This thing weighs as much as a Chevrolet Suburban. It's longer than a Mercedes S-Class. It has rear seats, and it costs $253,655, more than a Bentley Flying Spur. So how does Porsche make a half-ton heavier sedan run like a hypercar? After a 1,000-mile road trip across California, I can tell you this: the Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid isn't about emotion. It's about engineering dominance. It doesn't scream like a 911. It doesn't feel raw or analog. But it does everything: accelerate, brake, corner, cruise, at a level so high, it makes most supercars look slow. So is it worth $250,000? Is it thrilling to drive? Or is it just a numbers monster with a Porsche badge? Let's break it down, because this might be the most capable and most confusing car Porsche has ever built. Let's talk about what makes this beast move. Because it's not just a V8 with a battery slapped on. The Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid combines a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 making 591 horsepower and 590 pound-feet, with a 187-pound electric motor built into the PDK transmission housing. Total system output: 771 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque, all sent through an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic and Porsche Traction Management AWD. Now, plug-in hybrids are usually about efficiency, but this one is about brute force. The electric motor doesn't just assist, it launches. In EV mode, it can do 87 miles per hour silently, and with a 21.8 kilowatt-hour usable battery, it delivers up to 40 miles of electric range, EPA. On our road trip, we got about 25 miles before the gas engine kicked in. Still impressive for a 5,700-pound yacht. But once the V8 wakes up, it's relentless. There's no lag, no hesitation, just seamless linear thrust that pins you to the seat. The PDK shifts faster than you can blink. The all-wheel steering tightens the turning circle at low speeds and stabilizes the car at high speeds. And the air suspension, while heavy, adapts instantly, keeping the body flat even during aggressive cornering. This isn't a car that feels its weight, it hides it. The only clue: the fuel economy when the battery's dead, 19 miles per gallon combined. But who buys a $250,000 Panamera to save gas? This is a machine designed to crush performance benchmarks, and it does so with zero drama. The numbers don't lie, they shock. Porsche claims 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds. We recorded 2.5 seconds, faster than a Rivian R1T Quad, faster than a hybrid 911 GTS, and just 0.1 seconds slower than a 911 Turbo S. That's insane. A full-size luxury sedan, longer than a BMW 7 Series, accelerating like a track-focused sports car. The quarter mile: 10.6 seconds at 130.3 miles per hour, quicker than the 911 GTS and only beaten by pure EVs like the Taycan Turbo GT. But acceleration is only half the story. The braking: 96 feet from 60 miles per hour, better than the last 911 Turbo S we tested, despite weighing over 2,200 pounds more. That's not just good, it defies physics. The secret? Porsche surface-coated brakes, PSCB, or optional carbon ceramic discs, massive stoppers that resist fade even after repeated hard stops. And the handling? On back roads near Santa Cruz, we switched to sport mode, stiffened the suspension, and attacked the canyons. The grip was astonishing, thanks to Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, wide axles, and active anti-roll bars. The figure 8 time? 22.6 seconds at 0.95 G average, matching the 911 Turbo S. For a car this size, this weight, this luxury, that's not just impressive, it's unreal. This isn't a sedan that handles well. It's a supercar that happens to have rear doors. We took the Panamera on a 1,000-mile loop, Los Angeles to Sacramento to Santa Cruz and back, to test its real-world usability. First impression? It's huge. The cabin is spacious, the seats are supportive, and the ride, in comfort mode, is smooth, quiet, and refined. Wind noise is minimal. The adaptive dampers soak up bumps without drama. It's a better long-distance cruiser than a Tesla Model S Plaid. Quieter, more composed, and far more luxurious. The interior? Acres of leather, aluminum trim, and soft-touch materials. This is full Bentley-level opulence. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a crisp 12.6-inch digital cockpit keep tech modern. The hatchback opens wide, revealing a deep trunk, and yes, the battery doesn't eat into cargo space. That's smart packaging. Charging? We stopped at 2 hotels. One had working level 2 chargers, the other didn't. But downtown Sacramento had public chargers everywhere. A reminder that California now has more EV chargers than gas stations. We topped off overnight, adding 25 miles of EV range, enough for city driving the next day. But here's the truth. On a highway road trip, the battery depletes fast. Pushing 85 miles per hour means the V8 kicks in early. So while it can do 40 miles on electricity, real-world use is closer to 20 to 25. Still, having electric power for around-town runs is a bonus. Silent, smooth, and emission-free. But if you're buying this car for its EV capability, you're missing the point. This isn't a green machine. It's a performance weapon that happens to plug in. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid is incredibly capable, but not incredibly fun. It doesn't engage your senses like a 911. It doesn't sound raw or mechanical. The steering is precise, but numb. The throttle response is instant, but artificial. It's too good, too polished, too isolated, too perfect. You never feel challenged. You never feel danger. But if you want one car that can beat almost anything on a track, crush a cross-country trip, and still do 25 miles on electricity, then yes, the Panamera makes sense. It's the ultimate compromise vehicle. Except it's not a compromise at all. It's a technical triumph. At $253,655 as tested, this Panamera costs more than a Lamborghini Huracan Evo, more than a Porsche 911 Turbo S. And for that money, you could buy a Tesla Model S Plaid and a Porsche 718 Cayman and still have change left. So, is it worth it? Only if you need everything in one car. The Taycan Turbo is cheaper, quicker in a straight line, and more driver-focused, but it lacks the long wheelbase and rear legroom. The Panamera gives you true 4-seat comfort, something the Taycan can't match. And unlike full EVs, it doesn't suffer from range anxiety, with a total range of 440 miles. You can drive coast to coast without stress. But let's be honest, no one buys this car for practicality. They buy it for bragging rights. My sedan is faster than your supercar. And for that, it delivers. It's also a halo for Porsche's engineering. Proof that they can make a 5,700-pound sedan perform like a 3,000-pound sports car. But emotionally, it falls short. It's not soulful, it's not loud, it's not wild. It's a machine. Brilliant, efficient, and coldly competent. So, is the 2025 Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid worth it? If you want the most technically advanced, fastest, best braking, most capable 4-door Porsche has ever made, absolutely. It's not the most exciting, it's not the most luxurious, but it's the most complete. It accelerates like a rocket, stops like a fighter jet, and corners like a race car, all while seating 4 adults in comfort. It's a luxury liner with a nitro boost, a car that redefines what a sedan can do. And for buyers who demand perfection in every category, speed, comfort, tech, presence, this might be the ultimate expression of automotive engineering. It's not perfect, but it's phenomenal. And in a world where SUVs dominate and sedans are dying, the Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid proves that the 4-door performance sedan isn't dead, it's evolved. Would I take the Panamera over a 911 Turbo S or Taycan Turbo GT? If I needed rear seats and long-range comfort, yes. If I wanted pure driving emotion, probably not. But I'd want one in my garage. What do you think? Is the Panamera the ultimate do-it-all Porsche? Could you see yourself in a 771 horsepower luxury sedan that stops in 96 feet? Drop a comment below. Smash that like button if you want more honest performance sedan reviews and real-world comparisons. And subscribe, because we're not just covering cars, we're tracking the ones that rewrite the rules. Until next time, stay fast, stay balanced,